Good evening, everybody. Hello. Oh, the peanut gallery must speak. The peanut gallery would be Chica. How's everybody doing this evening? Hello, Lynn. Hi, Donna. Hello, Diane. Judy, what's up? Judy. Hi. How's everybody doing? What's going on, my friends? Okay, if y'all could do me a favor, send me to the Kentucky Derby if you don't mind, because I've never been before, so let's send me there. Okay? What's going on tonight? We're going to do something fun. We're going to do a different do-it-yourself tonight. Okay? And we're going to get a little tech-friendly tonight. I figured something out with my OBS. So, yes. All right. So, let's talk about what we're going to need, my friends. All right. Now, this is 97-cent foam board from Walmart. You're going to need that. Or save those boxes from when you order from UniqueInTheCreek.com because you can use cardboard too. Okay? But for all intent and purposes tonight, we're going to be using foam board. Okay? You're going to need your color choice of felt. Speak, Jackie, speak. You're going to need your color choice of felt and then fabric. Okay? Fabric. And then, to make this all thick and lush, okay, I use quilt batting, which y'all will see as this tutorial goes, why I use quilt batting. Okay? But this is the stuffings. Mix stuff it, because we got to stuff it to make it all nice and lush. Alright? You're going to need your hot glue gun. And then you're going to need this stuff, okay? Because this is the stuff that's going to make this super easy to do. Okay? This is called Ultra Hold Heat Bond. Alright? Now, this may seem like a lot, but however, I'm just going to tell you. This, they have in a smaller package, so if you're just wanting to try one, you can try one, y'all. I buy this by the yards. Okay? Because I use it a lot. So, okay? So you can buy this in little sample packages. Alright? The quilt batting, you can get that like half a yard. You can buy it off the bolts instead of the big packaging, so you don't have to buy as much to just try. Alright? Any questions so far? And then, of course, you're going to need a stick of some kind. A stick. This is a dowel. The size dowel will depend on your size lollipop. Okay? Hello, Miss Donna. Hey, Constance. All right, are y'all ready to get started? First and foremost, I have a neat little tool that I want to introduce you to tonight that makes cutting out circles super easy. Lollipop, oh lolly. Okay. Because I like tools that make cutting things super easy. Okay. I was in Lowe's one day, y'all, and I came across this and I was like, well, if it'll cut drywall, will it cut cardboard? Well, it does. It works really, really well for cutting circles. This is a drywall cutter. Okay? And it will cut a circle up to 16 inches. Okay, so that's a pretty big lollipop. Yep, foam board. And you can use cardboard. Okay, like I said, you can repurpose those cardboard boxes, but for tonight, I'm going to use the foam board. Okay, so it'll make it pretty big. Can you see that? That's pretty big. That's a 16-inch lollipop. Okay, so if you want to make some granddaddy lollipops, you can with this, all right? But obviously, if you're going to make them that big, you're going to need 4 pieces of foam board. Tonight, we're going to make them 10 inches, so it will just be 1 piece of foam board. This is uber easy to adjust, okay? Obviously, if I want 10 inches, I'll take this down to 5 inches because you want half the circumference of your circle. Okay? Like that. And like I said, this is super easy to use. I love it. It's like one of my favorite tools for cutting circles. So what you do is you're going to take this. Aim it up. Make sure you're not draping off the edges. And take and pop this down. Okay? So you're going to put a hole in the center, but that really doesn't matter, folks, okay? And then you'll set your blade and then spin. Okay? Y'all see my circle? And for this lollipop, we're going to need 4, which you will see why. Don't put the cart before the horse. Just kind of wait. Everything will come out. Trust the process, folks. Sometimes you can ask why too soon, and it ends up being confusing. All right? Some days you just got to trust Jackie's madness and process. And this is going to be one of those days because I'm taking you through the whole thing. We're not skipping a step. Okay, so once you've got it scored on one side, you see all my nice little circles, how quick that went. Flip it over. All right, and now you're going to completely finish cutting it out. And you'll have no problem finding the other side because you have your little bitty hole that poked through. Mr. Chocolate's home, y'all. This is cheaper than using styrofoam. That's the other reason I'm using it. Because, hey, it's 97 cents. Now, I will tell you this much. The process that I'm showing you is for if you're adding a stick. If you're not adding a stick, you'll only need to cut 2 of these out. Okay? I will keep reminding you of that as we go. All right, Lowe's. You can get it at Lowe's. It's a drywall cutter. Where's my Tina? I feel abandoned again. Somebody's going to have to tell Tina not to abandon me. Okay. Next up is now we got to take 2 of our discs, 2 of them. Okay? And we're going to cut a little bit off. And the reason we're cutting a little bit off is because that's where our stick is going to set. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this in half. Okay. Believe it or not, we are going to use our rotary cutter to do that. And now we've cut 1 in half. Like I said, this is so we can put our stick in. Our stick! Our lollipop on a stick. Once again, if you're going to put these in a wreath, you don't need to do this. Okay? You just need 2 discs. Alright? Everybody with me so far? Alright, so now we need to cut a little bit of this off. So we're going to cut about a 1/4 inch of our circle off. Alright. That's dangerous. Don't do that. Okay, so now, these 2 belong together, so we are going to go ahead and put them together. Okay? And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure that cutting a 1/4 inch off each side is enough for our stick to fit. Alright, and it is. See? See, we need this notch for our stick to fit. And it is. So we're going to get... I didn't start calling him that, Mr. Chocolate. He got named that by one of the ladies in my group. Alright, so now we're going to hot glue this together with my brand new hot glue gun because I broke the other one. We're going to make sure that that's even. And we'll glue the other one on the other side. Okay, so now we have our notch for our stick. All right, so we're going to do that one more time. And what I'm showing you is for a two-sided lollipop, y'all. Because if you just want one-sided, you can stop here. Okay, with just this, if you want the stick, okay, and just cover the back with your felt. Okay, but I'm showing you how to go ahead and go the whole distance with this project. Okay. I know I'm an animal. I craft like crazy, right? Okay. Sing it, Chris! Oh! Let me trip over something in my work area. That's always good. Okay. So let's finish hot gluing on our pieces so we can move on to the next step. Uh-oh. Bad time to run out of glue. Bad timing. Bad timing. Okay. Everybody with me so far? So now it's easier to put our stick in. Y'all see what I mean? Woo. And then you don't have to poke holes and whatnot because that could be pretty difficult for somebody that doesn't have good hand strength. Up to this point, everything that I've done is fairly easy, even for somebody that doesn't have good hand strength, right? Everybody with me so far? You with me? You with me? Now we want to make this look lushy, my friends. Ta-da! This is where the quilt batting comes in. Okay. This is to make this look lushy, my friends. Okay. Make sure you put your batting on this side, not the stick side, this side. Okay, this is the right side, this is the wrong side. Right side, wrong side. It's foam board. 97 cents at Walmart, y'all. I promise you by the time I'm done, I'm not going to have much in this project. Okay. It's cheaper at Walmart and better quality because at Dollar Tree now it's $1.25. At Walmart it's 97 cents. Okay, so now we want to take. I've got 2 layers here, so just to make sure this layer doesn't move, we're gonna hot glue this layer down as well. Oh, Judy. No bueno. But you can get craft board at Hobby Lobby too. Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby, my friends. Now, at Hobby Lobby, it's $1.99. And it is, like, awesome. So, that's your other option. Chris, that's why some people are. They're like, you know what? I'm just going to make the wreath, Jackie, and I'll pay for the stuff. Like, I'll pay for you to make the attachments. That's okay. Some people, this just isn't their jam. That's okay. They have it at Michael's, Judy. I'm sorry. They do have it at Michael's. Okay, so now that we want to cut around that, leave just a little bit of an edge because you want your edge to kind of fold up a little bit. So you want to leave just enough for that. Now I'm showing you tonight on a 10-inch disc so you can see better what I'm doing. I thought about doing like really big. But I bought my Walmart out. So they didn't have enough for me to do a really big one. My bad. I didn't mean to buy them out. Yeah, I did. I did. So exactly I did. I'm not gonna lie. How many boards do you want? My husband says whatever they got. Yes, I intended to buy them out. Okay, now, by the way, I don't throw these away because I make little noses and stuff like that. So, Lynn, I make them all sizes. Like, check it out. 8-inch, 10-inch, 12-inch, 14 inches. I make them all different sizes. Ta-da, ta-da. Okay. Okay. Now, moving on. All right, so now we're going to take our white felt and cover our discs. 2 of each piece. Now, what I recommend is if you've never done anything like this, you can do these things. You can do any of this like small enough, y'all. This is a 10-inch, but you can do them like in 8 inches, so you can buy the 9 by 12 sheets of felt just to try it, to see if you like it. Okay? Everybody with me so far? So what we're going to do, we're going to glue down our 4 corners first. I have found that this is just the best way to do it, so it turns out all nice and pretty and smooth. Okay? Oh, you have never been to a Hobby Lobby. Be still your crafting heart. We are on the wrong side of the board, the stick side. Stick side. I'm sorry. There's a Michaels, and they have the foam board, y'all. So, all right. So I'm going to let that cool down. This one's going to cool down. I like moving forward, but this needs to cool down just a little bit so that my four corners are secure. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my other one. I'm smashing my hot glue out, y'all, so it'll cool faster and it's not a lump. Okay. Don't worry if you're late. This will be available on replay, my friends. I'm sorry. Y'all can get the foam board, can't you? I'm sitting here feeling bad. Y'all got cardboard. I told you you can do this with cardboard. Okay, so even if you can't get the foam board, you can get cardboard. And I know you can get some felt. Okay? And fabric. Well, I'm going to tell y'all something. My nearest Hobby Lobby is an hour away from me. All right, so we're going to let that one cool down and come back to this one. Now we're ready to form our circle. And I'm going to come along the edge with my hot glue. Make sure you have your hot glue on low temp so you don't burn the phalanges. And then you kind of want to pull your fabric nice and tight. You want it taut so your edge will be smooth. Now I have fairly big hands, so I'm able to go further. Phalanges, fingers. Alright. How many of you own a Cricut and it is still in the box? Well, thank y'all. I try. How many of y'all have a Cricut and it is still in the box? Chris! That's who? Chris! Lynn! Lynn! Oh my God! No, you gave away a Cricut. Oh, sweet Jesus! Somebody take her crafting card away. Whew. Oh my Lord. Miss Sandra, I keep my hot glue gun on low temp, and I've been doing this for like a year. I think I've built up calluses. See, that's what they've got a brand new Cricut out, y'all. And this thing is a Cricut on steroids. It's like $1,000. And I'm like, I've got to have that because it cuts huge. Like, I need that in my life. Goals. Goals. Okay. For the longest time, I did not have a Cricut. I was like, what do I need that for? And I spent more time justifying the purchase and lost money not getting one. Okay. I'm just going to tell y'all. Okay, y'all are going to end up wanting to take your Cricut out of the box tonight when I'm done. I promise. I promise. I promise. Now, do you need a Cricut to do this? No. You do not. Because the good thing is, for those that do not have a Cricut, they are going to email the templates for you, and I've already made templates for you to make 6-inch, 8-inch, 10-inch, 12-inch, 14-inch, and 16-inch peppermint pieces, okay? So it's also available in the Unique of the Creek free group, Wreath Creators, to download. Okay, well, somebody tell my husband to feel sorry for me and get me the big Cricut. He's laughing. He's laughing. Yeah, he's literally laughing. Y'all, I'm just going to tell you, I could see my husband standing in the craft store looking at a salesperson going, you know, what would you buy for the ultimate crafter? And the woman would sit there and blink at him going, there's a whole full store full of stuff here. Pick something. Yeah. We're on a first name basis with a lot of the people at Hobby Lobby.
Miss Judy.
Hello, sis. What's going on? It's actually bad. My husband went to Hobby Lobby last week for me to get some felt and some fabric. And I asked him, I was like, well, is Miss Judy there? He's like, yeah, well, let me talk to her. She'll know what I'm looking for. We're on first name basis with some people there, y'all.
And the really funny part is I had you on speakerphone and she heard you. That's why she came over.
You know, Sandra, I think he does it for the attention. I swear to God. I think he does, which is fine. I mean, I give him a lot of attention. But, you know, why not get more attention when you can, right? Because my husband will go into these craft stores, okay, and he'll have his list of things that I need to get. And what ends up happening is he looks like he knows what he's doing at first. Then he doesn't know what he's doing and he needs help, so he'll call me first, okay? And he'll call me and he'll start asking me questions. And then he'll have me on video chat. Now all of a sudden, he is the man in the middle of the craft store that the wife sent, and they swoop in like a pack of vultures to help the poor guy. Okay, now my husband is the victim. So yeah, we're used to that. This has been happening for a very long time, folks. So, all right, so now we want to cut the excess off. Now, at this point, two things can happen. Number one, you either have a single face. Remember, you can do this single faced, or this is going to be double faced. I'm showing you how to do it double faced. Single face, you'll need a piece of felt to cover the back. Double face, you do not. By the way, if you love to paint and do things like that, you're a rock star. Half the reason I know how to do this stuff is because I wanted Lollipop, and I don't like painting. Not that I can't, I don't like it. Okay? I don't like the mess that it makes. I don't like cleaning it up. I don't like the prep. Nothing about it. Okay? Moving on, next step. My friends. So the next step is we're going to get our heat bond out. So these are 10-inch discs. Pay close attention, my friends. Okay? So we're going to get our heat bond out. I'm going to get my already open roll. Okay? And we're going to cut. Whoop, I leave about a 1/4 inch on either side when I'm cutting. Because I'm going to cut this on my Cricut, y'all, because you don't want to sit there and watch me cut these out by hand all night long. Okay? And for those of you that have never used a Cricut before, I've got a new tech trick for you tonight. Okay, you're going to like it. All right. Now, I have, because I do a lot with my Cricut and cutting with my Cricut, my friends, I have the cutting mat that's like on steroids. I have the big boy, so I'm going to cut 2 at one time. So that's why I'm cutting this long, and I'm going to cut it. Woo! 22 inches. And that's going to give me space on either side. Anybody know where? There it is. Now I'm going to flip this around because waste not, want not, my friends. And I'm just going to give y'all a tip. When you're using this heat bond stuff, because there's heat bond light too, like I confused it, make sure you cut that side off. So now we're going to cut this 11 inches wide. Okay, so now I have my little scrap and I'll save it for whatever that I may need. Slide my mat out of the way because I do not want to burn it, warp it in it. With my iron. Now, like I said, don't worry, you don't have to have a Cricut to do this. You would just trace your templates and cut it out. I probably should get my water out of the way since it's a plastic bottle because I don't want to melt that either. Okay. So I already cut my fabric down. Okay, my fabric, I cut it 12 inches. I always leave myself a little space. I had my iron heating up in the background, y'all. So iron your fabric down. How big you do this, y'all, will depend on how big you make your candy piece. I'm making a big candy piece, so y'all can see what I'm doing, because if I made it too small, my hands would be in the way. Right? So that's why I chose to make a 10-inch piece. But the templates that you will get emailed to you if you're on the email list, if you're in Unique Wreath Creators, the free group, the templates were uploaded there to the file section. Okay. So now we want to put our heat bond down. There's a glue side and then the paper side up. Glue down to the fabric. Don't worry, y'all. If you've never used this stuff, it's like everything else. It comes with instructions on the packaging. Alright, now, I like to flip mine over just to make sure that my glue is good and stuck and that I have no wrinkles in my fabric. while that is cooling down, because we have to wait till that cools down before we can do anything with it. That is 100. That is a cotton fabric. You can use broadcloth because broadcloth is not as expensive as cotton fabric. So, okay, while we're doing that, let's play with my new tech gadget that I discovered today, shall we? Let me make sure there's nothing open on my computer screen that's embarrassing first. Can y'all give me just a second? Okay, because I'm going to show y'all my computer screen. We're going to go through the process. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. I forgot to add the audio to the next screen. But y'all see I just did that really quick. Sorry. Sorry. This is Canva. Okay? So what you want to do is, in order to make things for your own Cricut, there's a trick to this. You see how you can change the colors. Up here, you can change the colors. On this, I'll show you real quick. Let me make that bigger so y'all can see better what I'm doing. Okay, you can change the colors. Okay, that's going to let you know that this is a usable file that you can create for an SVG. Okay, for your Cricut. What you want to do, now that you're done with that, is we're going to download that. And we're going to download that as an SVG file. Make sure you click on transparent background. And then download that. Okay? I realize it kind of gets a little bit complicated here. But once you kind of get used to it. But this time, for those of you that do not have these programs or are not tech savvy like this, like I said, don't worry. I did the templates for you already in 6-inch, 8-inch, 10-inch, 12-inch, 14-inch, and 16-inch. They will be emailed to you. Alright, now we're going to go over to Cricut. Now, like I said, I already did this, but let me show you how this works. You can create your own files. Alright, and what you want to do, we'll create a new project so I can show you from start to finish how this works. We'll upload the one that I just created. Like I said, it's a SVG file. This is what it comes out like. We'll upload it. Put that on our canvas. And then we're going to delete out some of the elements that we do not need. So we're going to go delete. Delete, delete, delete. Now we've got what we want to cut left, so we'll hover around that. And we're going to do what's called welding. And then I'm going to blow it up to the size that I want, which is 10 inches. Okay? Everybody with me so far? Now, for those of you that didn't quite catch on to what I'm doing, guess what? There is an amazing book, and I mean amazing, and I will show y'all when I click back on the right camera. Okay, let's go back to the overhead. Technology. Okay, so now we want to get our fabric ready to go on our cutting mat. We need to know where our edges are at. I leave a little bit of fabric on the bottom. It makes it easier to pull the paper backing up. By the way, y'all, I haven't been using a Cricut for very, very long. And I know y'all are like, Jackie, but you know a lot of tech, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I got microphone. They're like, Jackie, but you know a lot of tech. Is it echoing, y'all? Hello? Nope. But they're like, Jackie, you know a lot of tech. Like, y'all, super easy. Here's one of the peppermint swirls that I created. Alright, so what you want to do now if you are cutting these out by hand, do not take the paper off till you're ready to iron on. Okay? But for people using the Cricut, if you're doing this by hand, trace your template on here, cut it out, and then take the backing off to iron on. Okay? We're going to go ahead and take the white backing off. And if you don't take this white backing off, y'all, it will stick to your mat and make a mess. I recommend using a strong grip mat or a fabric grip mat. And you will need a fine point blade, which is a standard blade. You don't need a special blade, just a fine point blade to cut the fabric. Now, most people recommend the bonded fabric blade. The fine point blade works just fine. Just fine, y'all. No reason to go out and buy a bonded fabric blade. All right. Now, you want to take what is going to be your sticky side, the shiny side, and go down with. You want it face down on your mat. Okay. I even mine up, kind of hover it, and then once where I want it. Now, you want to make sure you don't have any air bubbles in this. Now, if you have a Cricut and you've done cutting with Cricut, you'll know. What? Come here. My tool's all the way underneath there. We're going to take our brayer and make sure we don't have any air bubbles, because that's no good, folks. And I have an air bubble, so we're just going to peel that up. Make sure that is good and stuck down. And now we're ready to cut. Do y'all want to see the cut screen? If you want to see the cut, we'll just go back to the cut screen. Okay, so now we want to make it. And we're going to make 2 of them on a 12 by 24 inch mat. Now I like mine to pull mine down from the top just a little bit. I found that that works a little bit better. And to separate your pieces just a little bit. Alright, now we're ready to cut, so we'll just hit continue. Now you have settings on your Cricut. You want to put it on the bonded fabric setting. It's the dial on your Cricut. Now we're just going to hit the button on the machine. It's flashing at us like a lunatic. Then we'll hit the button on the machine again. It's flashing at us like a lunatic. And we're set. Now we're cutting. Just like that. Do 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 do. Hello, Miss Dottie. This was the book that I was telling you about. Jennifer Maker is like wrote the best book. It applies for all Cricuts. Pictures, y'all. Pictures tells you how to install it. Step-by-step pictures for like almost everything that you can do with a Cricut. Okay? Jennifer Maker, you will find her on Facebook or at jennifermaker.com. So, if you have a Cricut and you're intimidated by using it, get that book. It's better than the Cricut instruction manual, folks. To get on the email list, go to uniqueinthecreek.com. The email list will pop up. Sign up for it. Or if you are a member of Unique Wreath Creators, the templates were uploaded to the file section. They come in a PDF form, y'all, for you to download and print. By the way, this really doesn't take very long, y'all. Just keep in mind when I'm teaching, I go slower to show y'all exactly what I'm doing and talk you through it. Alright, now we're done. Dottie, open that book. Open the book, Dottie. Alright, so now we're done. We've got our 2 pieces. Done, 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 done. Now, here's the fun part, because when you think it takes a while, just think about it like this, having to cut each one of these out, which is fine. Ruh-roh. Oh. And look how neat that is now, y'all. Now we're ready to make our lollipops. Pretty as can be, right? Y'all ready to get your Cricut out now? Okay. Like I said, with the templates, you can cut them out by hand. If you're just trying this and you've never done it before. All right, so now we're going to peel these up. And keep in mind, felt loves glue. Loves it, y'all. What I should have done so this would have come off in one piece is I should have took a circle in the center and welded it in there. I'll do that on my my ones in the future, so it'll come all off in one piece. That's just a simple way to get this all off in one section. Okay, but I didn't, so that's okay. I just kind of forgot. So now we're just going to place these, make sure they're evenly placed. I'm kind of lucky I got my overhead camera so I can see better if I kind of need to make an adjustment while I'm doing this. Looks good to me. Can I show what, Miss Stacy? All right, so not all felt likes heat, okay? So what I have here is some parchment paper to lay over the top, okay? And I can see, like, I need to move this piece a smidge. Okay, I'll show you. I'll show you how to put the circle in the center and weld it. Okay. All right, let me do this real quick so I don't mess up my... All right, so now we're just going to iron this on because we've already put our glue on it. Our glue is already there and we're sticking it on with our iron. Ta-da! And then I go over the edges to make sure they're good and down. And now it's permanently stuck, y'all. All right, let me show y'all how to do this real quick. Here you go. Let me go to my computer screen, go back to the Cricut. All right, so what you want to do to make this so it cuts out in one piece, go to your shapes, grab a circle. You want to put that in the middle, whatever size you want. I'm going to downsize this just a little bit. I think that's a good size. Okay, I'm going to make sure that's in the middle. All right, then we're going to, whoopsie. I'm going to have to pull that down a little bit. Okay, can I have my circle there, please? There we go. Okay. So now what you want to do is highlight the whole thing. And now you want to combine it and hit weld. So now it'll cut out all in one piece. Does that make sense, Stacy? That's what I should have done before I cut this out, but I kind of forgot. do the other one real quick so we can put this puppy together. I'm just going to tell you, for years, I did not do the Cricut, and I'm just going to tell y'all, I regret not having got one sooner, because it has made my crafting so much more fun and easier. I mean, if you do not do a lot of this stuff because you have difficult time cutting with scissors, with your hands and stuff like that, y'all, the Cricut is the answer. It will open your crafting world back up for you. You won't regret it. Okay? Alright, so let's get these on here, spaced out. Said I have an advantage here to doing this because my overhead camera shoots right down over the top, you know? So I can basically see better the spacing. Looks good to me. Okay. So that looks pretty good to me. Alright, so let's get our... Oh my gosh. I should have put that dot in the middle, y'all, like, because... Whew. You can use glitter transfer vinyl, whatever you want to use. The vinyl is just a little bit more expensive. That's why I usually just show how to use the fabric. Plus, with fabric, you open the door to a whole lot more patterns and things like that, so... I don't have an Etsy shop. I have a .com. I have my own website. And I will be selling stuff like this later on. I'm just not there yet. Because I said this was the last week I was going to work on Christmas. Okay, so now we're ready to put our two discs together. Let me get my iron out of the way so I don't burn my fingers. Get the hot glue gun back out. Now, I'm just going to tell y'all flat out, I should have painted the stick beforehand, but I forgot. So we're just going to roll with it and pretend that the stick's painted and... Alright? Here's our stick. Alright, so what we want to do is, remember we made our nice little ditch here, and lay our stick in. And we're going to be a little bit generous with the hot glue. I appreciate when I teach, there are those that want to make it, and then there are those that want to buy it. Those that want to buy it, you keep me in business. I'm good either way. Alright. Lollipop. Sing it, y'all. So now, we're ready to put our discs together. Like so. So now we want to slather the hot glue on. Go out to the edge. Pretty close, y'all. But don't go so close that you're squirting out hot glue. Now, for this, I did kick my hot glue up to high heat so it wouldn't cool down as fast, so I had time to put all this hot glue down. Alright. So now that we have our notches, they'll fit nice and snug together. Smash, 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 smash. And hold it down while it cools. Or, if you're a seasoned crafter, you probably have clamps laying around somewhere. So you can clamp it down and hold it. Where is it? Now, if you want to add trim to this, that's fine. Absolutely fine. I would recommend bling rope, because bling rope would add the glitter to it that you're wanting. You can go to Dollar Tree. Also, get a roll of sequins. You can get how fancy you want. You can get rolls of gems. Nice shiny gems if you want them to be really fancy. Yep, you can slip a designer straw over the stick. I'm not going to trim this out because that takes a little bit longer. But you want to make sure that your trim is flexible. So that's why I'm like recommending the sequins, some kind of rope to add your trim. I chose this way, Heidi, because it was cheaper than the styrofoam. You can take any kind of cording you want. I ran out. They have a red and white cording that they sell at Hobby Lobby this time of year, which is what I would recommend. How long the stick is depends on the size of your lollipop. I would cut it to what you think is best. What you think looks good. Because if you're going to, depending on your project, what you're going to do, that would depend on the size of the stick. All right, but they have a nice red and white cording that they sell at Hobby Lobby this time of year. Okay? So I would kind of recommend that for maybe filling in the edges, but I've just got this plain white cording which works the same. So that's what I'm going to use to kind of polish up the edge. And I'm going to go right in the ditch of my two pieces. I'm going to push that down in there. Whoops, I got hooked on one of my tools off the side. So like I said, the templates, for those of you that anybody can do this. The templates are available in the Unique in the Creek private group, not the private group, the Unique Wreath Creators and More group. And they will also be sending them out in an email. I don't know when they're going to send the email out, y'all, so don't bombard them, don't ask them, but they will be sending it out in an email. Thank you, thank you. That's my whole goal when I teach things. I want it to be inexpensive, easy, especially for people that have that don't have good hand strength. I'm trying to make it so everybody can participate. That's my goal. Now it is ready for you to customize it. If you've been buying wreath kits for any time now, it's ready for you to customize it. Put a little bow of your choice on. However you want to dress it up. like so, to go into your decor. All right, did y'all enjoy this tutorial? Yes, ma'am, Miss Stacy. That's kind of why I teach the way that I do. I have in my private group that I teach in, I have a lot of members that don't have good hand strength. I have good hand strength, but I have arthritis. I have early arthritis, so I kind of have problems. So when I teach, I want to try to make sure that everybody can participate. So yeah. So like I said, even though you don't own the Cricut, you can get the templates to make this. When you cut out your templates, you'll need to make 5 for your. Diane, all I know is that Laurie was going to upload them to the Unique Wreath Creators group, and they were going to be emailed to anybody that's on the email list. If you're not on the email list, just go to uniqueinthecreek.com and sign up for the email list. All right. And then you can make these for any season. And like I said, if you just want them to put on a wreath, you just do one side, y'all. You just do one side, cover the back with felt, and then you don't need the stick because you're going to be putting it in the wreath. And you'll use pipe cleaners instead. But when I do put them for sale, I'll be doing them this. And I'm gonna do the larger ones, y'all. Okay? But I'm gonna be doing them like this. And like this. Alright? Because you can get at Hobby Lobby, for an example, a decent size one. You can get these at Hobby Lobby. There's the 6-inch, but something like this. So that's why I'm just gonna focus on making the bigger ones and not smaller ones. All right, my friends. It's Wednesday. Don't worry, I'll be back Monday. I'm not sure what we're gonna do Monday. I had to think about it. There's like a really cool project that I wanted to do with y'all, and we sidetracked it because y'all wanted me to teach this. Oh, Maggie, you don't want this glue stand. I promise you don't want this glue stand because when I ordered it, I had to fix it. Okay, I had to fix it. All right, like you shouldn't have to craft together something that you ordered. Okay, but I did. I had to put a screw in here. It actually had a box to hold the glue. Like, no, I wouldn't recommend it. I really wouldn't. Like, whoo, no, ma'am. Isn't that funny to hear somebody say? But no, I wouldn't recommend it. I'm not going to recommend anything that you just have to. I don't know. I shouldn't have had to fix it, but I didn't want to send it back. Right? All right, y'all. Y'all have a great night. I will see y'all Monday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. I could make a better one, Maggie. I could. But y'all like me making the wreath attachments. I'm kind of busy with that right now. People like me making wreaths, so I can't get into other things. Oh, SWAT. Susie's Wreaths and Things. She has one that's pretty nice. SWAT. SWAT. Susie's Wreaths and Things. You can find her under SWAT. She has a pretty nice hot glue gun stand. All right. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great night. I will see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.